that hurts, that hurts, that hurts. Oh, goodness. Oh, I can't wait till people see this replay and see me about in tears over a very, like, paper cut kind of wound. Oh, that hurts. That hurt. All right, let's get this started while we're waiting for some friends. Oops. Oopsie daisies. Hi, friends. I know y'all are here. It says I've only got one person, but I see some likes. Hi, friends. Is that like a regular Dr. Pepper? Tastes weird. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Is that still morning time? I don't even know what time it is right now. Whew. Hey, y'all. I'm gonna wait for a few people to get in before I start this. Sorry, y'all. I'm hot. I was just outside and was carrying a chicken coop situation. Chicken run. I should say chicken run. I was carrying a heavy box for a project I'm gonna do in a little bit. And I figured I'm gonna come in here and take a break. And I will do my kind of makeup live for about 30 minutes to an hour or so. Whew. You know, today is one of the cooler, excuse me, sorry, I just opened it. I'm so sorry, that was so rude of me. I just opened a Dr. Pepper. Ooh. Whew. I was just outside, and I think it's about 10 o'clock now. It's starting to get hot. I got me a Dr. Pepper, which I'm really not happy about. I really thought that this would hit the spot right now because I've got a case of Coke, so I just haven't put them in the fridge yet. And so I just wanted some kind of caffeine pretty quickly. And so I just grabbed a Dr. Pepper I had in the back of the fridge, and it just does not taste like the way I want it to. I'm not a big canned Dr. Pepper person, unless they're like from an ice chest where they're like really cold. I'm like a fountain Dr. Pepper kind of person. So, whew. I'm gonna I think Ellie's gonna make a video about Pablo or Deuce. I don't know, if I'm being honest, we really haven't talked a whole lot because around the time of my live yesterday, I put up a post saying I wasn't feeling good, and I wasn't. I had a pretty rough day yesterday. I mean, it was a rough day. And by the time it was time for my live, I was exhausted. I couldn't give you I couldn't even smile yesterday. I was just done. And so about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I went to sleep, and I didn't wake up until 5 o'clock this morning. And Ellie was actually just now coming to bed. He couldn't sleep. And so we didn't exchange a whole lot of words. So I'm waiting for him to wake up, and then we'll talk about kind of all that's going on with that. And, you know, so I'm still not 100% sure either. I'll be real honest with you. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at this morning. I'll tell you about my day, but let me tell you what Cornholio just did to me. I went to go check on him. I'd gotten out a little later than I wanted to this morning, but I don't remember. What was I doing? I was talking to my mom, and we were on FaceTime for a while. And so I went outside to go check on everybody, and I found him, and I just, I petted him, I talked to him, I was really nice to him. And then he's got this new thing of when you try to latch the gate, he pecks your hand, and it's on my ring finger, so I'm not giving you the bird or anything. Let me try to find he broke skin, which is lovely. So I just put some Germ-X in that, so it's poultry, which is great. It was very kind of him. It was my good morning gift. I'm going to show you all something that someone got me. I think they sent it a long time ago, and I cannot remember for the life of me who it was. But it says Megan's Polish Palace, and it's got a Polish bird on it. So, I'm sorry about the burps. Dr. Pepper does that to me. Let it be. But yeah, let's talk about all the things that happened to me yesterday. So yesterday was another day where I was taking the morning, so I slept in the evening, probably 9 to like 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, and then I got up and just couldn't go back to sleep. Yeah, I remember that because I had told Ellie I was tired, and then I was like, you know, I'm gonna go shower so I'll be even sleepier and I'll be clean to go to sleep. You know, I normally shower before I go to sleep, and it woke me up. So that's where I'm at. And so I got up and I went out there, did some things because it was really cool in the morning, and then I came back inside, and my mom asked me for a favor, so I was gonna run to her house, and then I was gonna go to Walmart because I am like, here lately with it being so hot, I have been going through drinks. I have a hard time drinking a lot of water. So to stay hydrated, I've been drinking like a lot of other drinks and not necessarily Coke. I've been going through Minute Maid Fruit Punch, Simply Lemonade, and Sunny D really quickly, specifically Minute Maid Fruit Punch. So I was like, I need to go to Walmart and get like 2 cartons of it because I'm going through it so quick. So quick. And then I wanted to get some stuff for crock pot chicken and all that. So that all happened at about 8:30 that I was gonna head to my mom. So first I went outside to go check on Rita just to say good morning to her, and thank goodness I didn't have slides on. I don't normally wear slides, but I was dressed in like, I wasn't dressed in farm clothes, I was dressed in nice clothes because I was going to the store. So I had Vans on. And I went out there to go see her, and she was fine. You know, she's been really good with me. And Cornholio came up to her, and it freaked her out. And she stepped back, and she rocked right back onto my toe, which was so scary. It took my confidence down a peg. It made me realize she's not Dan and Imogene, and I need to be a lot more careful around her. And so she didn't break my toe or anything. My toe hasn't started swelling or anything. I'm fine. It hurt in the moment, but I took some ibuprofen and went on about my day. And that's when I decided to leave and go to my mom's and go to the store. Probably realistically should have sat down and put my foot up, but I wasn't having just sitting around and doing anything at that point. But that was the start to my day, which was wonderful. Wonderful. Oh, my laundry just finished. That's beautiful. Timing is working perfectly this morning. And let's see what happened after that. I go to the store, and it wasn't my normal Walmart, so it was just incredibly difficult to find everything. It was really hot in the store, and I was getting dehydrated in the store. Yeah, I'm glad that she didn't hurt me either. It wasn't her fault. You know, she got spooked, and she stepped back, and my foot just happened to be there. I couldn't have gotten back any quicker. It all happened so quick, but I'm good. So then I go to Walmart. I'm like, you know what? I told Ali I was going to get him breakfast from McDonald's because he likes their big breakfast. And so I stopped and got him that. And then I was like, there's a Starbucks right next to this McDonald's. I was like, I'm going to go to Starbucks. And I did a stupid, I really did. So I wanted to try a new drink. I've been obsessed with matcha recently, and I've been craving it. So I was like, okay, I like a matcha frap, but matcha fraps have a lot of dairy in them, so I'm not gonna do that, you know. So I got a grande iced chai latte with vanilla sweet cream cold foam, and then I got a tall iced, what is it? A tall iced matcha green tea latte. Okay, well, if y'all know latte, I'm pretty sure latte means with milk. We all know I'm lactose intolerant, and I sucked those drinks down, both of them. I get home, and Ellie asked me, what'd you get? And I was like, oh, I got lattes. And he knows that my normal coffee order is a latte, but I assumed those didn't have coffee in them. He's like, Megan, that's gonna make your tummy hurt. And I was like, no, it won't. Made my tummy hurt. I also had some McDonald's hash browns, and then I also had the Starbucks little egg white red pepper bites. And I think I just had too much, and then I went outside not long after that. I didn't let my food settle, was running around in the heat in times that I don't normally do, and I didn't have any water on me, and yeah, it was a recipe for disaster, really. It really was. It was not a winning day for me. And that is how I'll put it. So I got about 12 hours of sleep after I posted that message that I wasn't going to go live, and I feel great today. Me and Ellie have a lot of projects we're going to do today. We're going to go get a new security system where we can watch on our computers like a live feed of what's going on at night and such. So we want to up security, and we just want to know what's going on. So we've got that going on. But what are y'all up to? Well, what are y'all doing? I just lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something. I feel like you can still tell that I'm very tired. I've got natural bags, but I don't feel tired. But I think I look like I got hit by a train. Thank you. It's been wild. Truly though, I do recommend an iced chai latte if you're going to Starbucks. It's like everybody's going into this pumpkin spice season because of fall, but I think pumpkin spice is just too sweet for me. But the iced chai still tastes like pumpkin spice to me. And it was like a level below, and it was really good. So even though I'm drinking a fall drink and it's still like 100 degrees outside, but hey, you know, that's how we roll. And I don't treat myself with Starbucks often, and I was like, this is gonna be a great idea. No, was not a great idea. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But I missed y'all last night. I felt so awful. And yeah, okay, so this fire situation. There's a cat. Lester had sent it into our family group chat, you know, so everybody on the hill knew what was going on and that they were okay. Because I think there was something about, I don't know, something going on and people knew about it, but I didn't. And I woke up this morning and I saw that and I'm like, what? What happened? And I had no idea. So, hi, Finnies. Somebody said Dr. Pepper needs to sponsor us. I think Coke should sponsor us. I really think Coke should sponsor us. I know I'm drinking this Dr. Pepper, but I opened it and I paid for it. That's why I'm going to drink it. But I'm not digging it. It is not sitting well with my tummy. It just is not that good. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't. I'm going to show y'all something I made that I was really happy about for Ellie, but they ended up not turning out as good as I wanted to. They're not fully dry yet, but let me see if I can find one. So I made these little KC. I don't know if they're backwards to you, but I'm looking at the camera and it's backwards to me. So I made these, but like, it looks like they bled a little bit, and so that was a fail for me. I should have known putting it under a UV light would make it, you know, bleed a little, but it's okay. Trial and error. That's my new thing with clay, is trial and error. I got some new cutters in, so let me show you our new cutters. I don't know if I showed you them yet. I finally found them. This is a female cow with no horns. This is a cow with horns. These will not be made into earrings. I'm going to make these into pins and magnets, but it's a chief's arrowhead. It'll be a pin and a magnet soon, and it's made out of polymer clay. Did you wait 24 hours before cooking the clay after painting them? Crystal Nobody, I didn't take your advice. I don't know why. I completely forgot about it. I painted after I cooked, and then I did wait a day before resining them. That's probably what made it melt a little bit, is because I resined it. And I've got another cow with no like embossed face. This one has an embossed face, so I do sell them, not currently. Here, there's always people that ask, and I'm always proud to show off my clay collection. So I'm going to be selling them soon. I want to build up a collection of animals because right now I don't really have like a huge collection of animals. I've got, so far, here's what my earrings that I have. And in each thing, there's like quite a few. So like these ones are my favorite. You don't resin it first, not good. Yeah, trial and error. And so I've got these. I've got some Annie and Ernie's. Annie's, not Ernie's. So I've got like a lot of these more like not animal ones, just like fun earrings. But I did finish. I've showed y'all some moves I've had, but I finished a bunch of Texas. So I've got Texas pins and Texas, see, these are all magnets, and Texas magnets. I don't have them as earrings yet because I need to do them a little better. And I've also got some Donkey Dans as pins and magnets. This is what took up the past week of my life, was getting all of these autism awareness earrings done. There are 27 pairs, and it took all of a week to do. And even now I'm not 100% happy with how they look because the green, something about green clay that I've noticed, it's just very fragile and it breaks a lot easier than other colors. So I'm not the happiest about that, but any green clay is going to be kind of a gamble with. I might remake them. I might not. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, we'll see. And I've got, no, not my heat lamp. So Pablo and Friends are at Kim's. I'll have to go watch it and see if it is Pablo. I thought I watched that video and she said it wasn't Pablo because Pablo has more of a white head. So I'm not sure. I'll have to ask Ellie. I think he went over there yesterday. But again, I fell asleep. Try a different brand in the green. What brand do you use? That was Primo, and I can't find Sculpey Souffle anywhere. That was Sculpey Primo, and Sculpey 3 is more rough than Primo. So, I might do white and in a good brand, like a strong, sturdy brand, and then dye it green. I don't know. Trial and error. Trial and error. That's how I learn. I just talked really fast. I should slow down when I talk a little bit. I really should. Y'all probably think the same thing. Megan, slow down. Slow down. So, right now I just came inside to take a break before I start building Rocky's coop. I'm hoping I can do it on my own. But some of the pieces are a little tall. And you have to have 2 people to do it. So I'm hoping I might be able to do it on my own because I really do not want to wake Ellie up since he took the late night shift of watching the animals after the whole turkey incident. It is even hot in this house. Ooh, I have a Temu package coming today with some really cute jeans in them. I think y'all are gonna love them. They have some little cow print patches on them, and oh, they're so cute. I'm really excited about that. But yeah, what do y'all want to talk about? I've got some time before I gotta go back outside. I allotted myself about 30 minutes to an hour, so we got time. What do y'all want to talk about? I think I'm actually gonna go sit on the couch because this light is really hot on me. And maybe we'll have a cat come join me, maybe. Or Ritzy, but she doesn't want to come back inside right now. Since it's cool outside, she's doing like all kinds of running around outside. Here we are. But how are y'all doing today? I don't think we have any babies yet. No. No. So the turkey incident, we found a bunch of white feathers. And one of the turkeys was missing a lot of feathers. So we think that she was attacked. So we're going to put better cameras out there. that we can log in. I want to be able to watch it. Like, I want to be like, if I'm sitting and doing clay, because while I'm doing clay, I put Netflix on my phone in front of me just to listen to. But I also would like to be able to have on my phone and pull the security system up. Shuttle art clay. I'll look into it. I will look into it. So, it has the security system Ellie was telling me about. It has 16 channels, which means you can have 16 cameras, I think. I think base kit comes with like 8, but you can add more. So, yeah, well, we'll see how that goes. That'll be a Swan cameras, great picture, community on sale, community. Is it at Walmart? I think Ellie wants to get the one at Walmart because I'm going to be really honest with y'all. We want it today. I don't want to have to wait. And it's not even, he really doesn't want to wait. He's been really bothered with this whole situation and just not knowing, even though we fixed fencing, we found it at Costco. We love Costco now. Oh, we love Costco. We don't go to Costco a whole lot though, because even though like Costco has a lot of good stuff, it is expensive. How is the new horse doing? I think she's got colic right now, but she's working through it. I was out there with her for a little bit, and she seems to be doing good, aside from her stepping on me yesterday. I spent too much at Costco. Here's the thing. I love Costco I do not go there for snacks. I refuse to go there for snacks. They just don't have, what is it? They don't have the snacks that I like to eat in bulk. And I can't get snacks in bulk because I change, like, my preferences change so quickly. I will go there for fruit. They have really good strawberries and really good raspberries, but I don't go there all the time because for fruit, because like part of our rabbit's diet is a lot, not iceberg lettuce, but like romaine lettuce, and I'm not gonna say a lot. Excuse me. A portion of their diet is fresh fruits and veggies in moderation, so we have to go like 2 or 3 times a week to the grocery store because I like them to have fresh fruits and veggies. But what else do I get at Costco? I'll get meat there sometimes. I get some ground beef there that Ellie really likes. I don't really think he can tell the difference between the regular ground beef at Walmart versus the one at Costco, but hey, whatever. He likes it and he eats the dinners when I make it. They have really good quesadillas there. They have some rice there that it can be cooked in, like, what is it? It's chicken fried rice. It can be cooked in a skillet, I think, but, we do it, it says do it in the microwave, and it is so good. So good. Like, it doesn't need doctoring. I normally say a lot of times that rice needs doctoring, meaning it needs some more soy sauce, or it needs some sesame seeds for some texture, or maybe it needs some more onion, but this one, perfect. So perfect. What else do we get at Costco? They have these really good pancake bites. They're tiny. So good. Our rabbit, okay, dude loves strawberries. Loves them. And after he eats them, it looks like a murder scene because they're red based on the way he chews them. He gets those. They don't get as much fruit as I give them, like fresh romaine. Here lately, they've really been going in on celery. And what did I give them last night? I gave them a cucumber. Yeah, I think it was a cucumber. I gave them a cucumber last night. and they loved it. Like, I broke it. It's one of those, it's like a small one, and so it's like this long, so I broke it in half, and they went through that so quickly. They ran after me when I walked in there, when I walk in there with a cucumber. And but that, I don't, they only get like that is their treat time at nighttime before we all go to bed. And then throughout the day they have their small amount of grain, but mostly Timothy hay. And it's taken a lot to get them adjusted to Timothy hay, because they really just weren't interested in it at first. When they first came here, they were more interested in getting more treat foods all the time, which is fine, but I just want to have them on. I don't want them to get overweight, so I have them on a pretty strict diet, so they're still getting used to it, and we're giving them time. Costco. What else does Costco have that we really like? I don't know. There was something to keep up with all the fruits and veggies. I know, but I can't have a garden right now. I'm afraid to plant a garden because I'm afraid I'm gonna kill it all. I do not have a green thumb at all. How are the new kitties? New kitties. What new kitties? Stranger and Frady? Stranger and Frady are doing great. Oh, actually, Frady's doing really good. Stranger is a ham. But Frady is starting to come out of his shell more. You have faith that I can plant a garden. I think of the time that I had to plant poppy flowers for a school project in college, and it was the season for it, and I took care of them. They were out in the perfect conditions. Even my dad said, like, everything I was doing was right, and somehow they still died. I don't have a green thumb. And gardening's a little intimidating to me. Used to raise rabbits. They're the sweetest pets. They are sweet. They are sweet. I love them. I love when they scrunch their little noses. It's my favorite part. And I love when our rabbits, they thump at us if I don't put food down, or if I don't put food down quick enough, they start thumping at me. It's like they've got their little attitudes, and I love it. I do. I love chaos when it comes to animals like our cats. I love, though, that the cats are nowhere to be seen. And, like, on the other morning I was doing a live, and they were being awful on the live, and now they are nowhere to be found. Like, they don't want to participate. Boggles my mind. But it's their nap time, so they're very strict with their nap time. She tried now. I would definitely need a very good teacher like Jamie to mentor me into gardening, or Steph, because Steph is right down the road, and every time I drive by her little garden, I'm just like, it's just so cute. I don't know. I've watered the plants for Jamie before, and actually, I think she told me to pick some stuff and use it before it went bad, and I don't know, maybe it's because it wasn't my garden, but I just didn't feel that kind of gratification, you know? I didn't feel it, and I thought I would, but maybe it's because it wasn't my garden. Hi, Teresa, how was your day? Teresa checked on me last night after I posted that I wasn't going to get on, and I passed out. I was asleep for so long, and I think me and Ritzy honestly bonded. I hear my birds. I think me and Ritzy bonded last night while I was asleep because I was so tired. I don't normally, like, cuddle and such. You will when you plant your first garden and get to see it grow. So it does have to be your garden. We'll see. We'll see if a garden's in my future. I'm not sure. My parents really love gardening, and I never understood it. They had, like, so many plants in our house, and I never understood it. They made it look like a jungle, but they just had regular plants. They weren't like growing anything. I do want to grow a loquat tree because I love loquats. The only issue with the loquat tree is really a me problem. I don't know when to stop, and loquats are very acidic. My aunt used to have a loquat tree before it died. They're very acidic, and they're so good. They're so addicting, and I will eat them and eat them and eat them. There was actually, I'm going to out myself right here, right now. Put a seed in the ground and think, So, should I tell this? Yeah, I can't get in trouble for this. There's no way I could get in trouble for this. So, it was my sophomore year of high school, and I was on the dance team. Or was it my freshman? Freeze dry them for you. Here's the thing. Hold on. I'll segue into the story in a second. Here's the thing about loquat trees. If you don't have an established one, they take 7 years to grow before they start producing fruit. And I think my dad's on like 3 years of growing his, and it's still just, it's just sad to look at. It's not tall at all. It's in the perfect conditions, and they take like 7 years to grow. So we'll see. I really do love loquats though. Not kumquats. Don't get them confused. They are very different. Loquats are amazing. Anyway, so was it my freshman or was it my sophomore year? I can't remember. Hold on. Freshman, junior. My freshman year I went to Disney. My senior year I went to nationals. Okay, y'all are probably really confused. So my sophomore year of high school, every year we did a trip in the springtime during spring break, and we did Disney every other year. So my freshman year and my junior year we went to Disney, and my sophomore and my senior year we went to nationals in Dallas, and they would do like medieval times or the stockyards. And what else did we do? My sophomore year we did Six Flags. So we'll eat freeze-dried fruits and veggies. I'm gonna try it, Crystal. Nobody. I'm gonna try it. So we end nationals, and after nationals, that was a 2-day thing. That was like a Friday and a Saturday. On Sunday, we went to Six Flags, and then Monday we were driving home from Dallas. Now, I don't like Six Flags. I don't know. I'm a Disney gal, and so any other amusement park just kind of lets me down, even though, because I hold it to Disney standards, even though you obviously cannot compare them. But I just was not happy to be at Six Flags that day. It was hot. I wasn't really interested in going. I didn't want to go, but it was a team thing, so we went. And me and my mom were walking around, and so Six Flags in Arlington, Texas. They had loquat trees planted around Six Flags. Now, it specifically said, there was a sign that said, like, do not pick flowers, but there was nothing that said anything about, like, do not pick fruits off the tree. There was nothing about trees. It was only about the flowers, because they had some really pretty flowers, and it said, do not pick the flowers. So as we were walking around Six Flags, I was pulling loquats off the tree and eating them. 30-minute from Disneyland. You never got to go. Oh, I'm sorry, Crystal Nobody. I've never been to Disneyland. I've only been to Disney World, and I love it. We're actually going to go for my siblings' graduation this summer. That'll be their graduation trip, and it'll also be my graduation trip from when I graduated college. We wanted to lump us all together, so because it's cheaper to do one trip than rather 2 separate trips. And so we're gonna go to Disney this summer, and it'll be Ellie's first time to Disney with me, so I'm really excited. Really excited. My favorite place, though, is actually, when I say Disney, I also mean Universal Studios. That's my favorite because they've got, what do they have? They have the Harry Potter world there, and that is my jam. If you ever get the chance to go to Disney, I cry every time we have to leave. Every time. It doesn't matter how old I've been. Like, the first time I went, I was 5, and I'm incredibly blessed that we got to go. And then we got to go 2 times with my team. We did my siblings' very first trip when they were younger. And then we did my graduation trip, and now we'll do their graduation trip. So we've been quite a few times. Incredibly blessed that we've gotten to go. But even as an 18-year-old, you know, I cried when we had to leave Disney. It's just that magical. I don't know how to explain it. You show up there and you feel like you're in a completely different world. My favorite for sure, though, has to be Universal Studios Harry Potter World, though. I think for sure. Universal Studios has really interesting rides that are like, I think you could call it like 4D almost, because it's like mixed of a roller coaster. Then sometimes they have some parts where you're in front of a screen, but it feels like you're actually in the movie in that point. It's crazy. It's hard to explain it if you've never gone, but very fun. Very, very fun. Took us to Disneyland. It was awesome. Yeah, just to me, Six Flags was a letdown after being a Disney fan for so many years. And Disney has really great accommodations for people with anxiety, and if you get claustrophobic, also my brother. So every time we go to Disney, we get accommodations, and it's really neat. So instead of us like skipping lines, essentially we skip lines, but you still wait your line. So what we do is, because I have a really hard time sitting in lines, and my brother has a heart condition. He's allowed to ride the rides, but you did Harry Potter last Thursday. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Did you ride the newer ride, the Hagrid's ride? I haven't gotten to ride that one yet. It came out recently, and I really, really want to ride it. So jealous. I'm so jealous. But no. So what you do is, we get an accessibility pass because my brother can't sit out in the heat with his heart condition. His heart condition, he can still ride roller coasters. They just can't have G-force in them. But the sitting in the lines in the heat is really a problem for him. So what you do is you go up to them and you give them your accessibility pass. Disability pass, not accessibility. Oh, you sat and waited. You should have done them. They're so fun. And you give them your pass, and they say, okay, the wait for this ride is 2 hours. So we're going to give you a time slot. Come back in 2 hours, and we'll put you right on the ride. And so you still wait. You're just not waiting in a line. And so what we do is, it's kind of like Fast Pass, but Fast Pass, you don't actually have to wait. You just sign up for a Fast Pass. But this one, the Disability Pass, you still do your waiting. You just don't have to wait in that line. Because sometimes when you're in line, it's hard to find an exit or hard to find an attendant to take you through the exit. So they don't. Yeah, it was, I think it's a really fair system. And normally what we do while we're waiting, we go find somewhere to sit down, and we'll like play charades as a family. We have, I cannot remember what the game is called. It's called Psych. And we play that game as a family, or we go sit down and eat somewhere. And then once you've waited the time period, you go back to the ride, and they put you through the Fast Pass lane, or they'll take you up the disability exit. It just depends on how crowded the ride is. So that's why I'm really enjoy Disney. Really enjoy Disney. with the disability pass. But they do, you do have to show them proof that you do truly have a disability, because they don't want people to take advantage of it. So like when I go, normally what I do is I take my medicine bottle with my current prescription on there to show them that I do in fact have diagnosed anxiety, freak out in the middle of a line. That's the social anxiety. That's a whole nother ball game at Disney, especially if you've ever gone to Disney in the summer or like spring break times. There are people everywhere, and it feels like there have been times where we're walking through crowds, and a lot of times at Disney, I do this with Ellie now, but I used to do it with either my mom or my dad. We have little like backpacks, and I would grab onto the back of the backpack to like keep me with people that I knew, so I didn't get separated, because I would freak out and have a meltdown if I got separated. And it is wild during spring break and summertime at Disney. Wild. Well, what amusement parks do y'all have? I don't really feel... Thank you, Teresa. What theme parks do y'all have? Because I've never looked into other theme parks that y'all have around you, because I've heard of Busch Gardens. What else is there? I know there's Six Flags, Busch Gardens, and Disney. Those are like the only ones I actually know of. And then Universal Studios, of course. They, you know. What else is there? There's Schlitterbahn, but those are like water parks, but I guess they have rides, but like amusement parks. What amusement? Adventureland. What is Adventureland like? Like, is it big? Coney Island? Busch Gardens was Sandusky. There are a lot. SeaWorld. Okay, I have been to SeaWorld as well. I feel I have some different thoughts about SeaWorld now that I'm a little older. I didn't know that there were like a lot of other big... You can camp there, reserve a cabin, lots of things to do. I'm going to side note us really quickly here, and y'all are probably going to hate this, that I'm taking us away from roller coasters now. Have y'all ever been to a Renaissance festival? We're coming up on Renfest season, and I want to go so badly. But please tell me y'all have been to a Renaissance fair. And that there's no way that is just a Texas thing. Mall of America? I want to go to Mall of America. Renfest, please tell me you have. You've never been to a Renaissance fest? Oh, it is kind of, I'll say this. Renaissance festivals can be very interesting. There's some parts of it that we always go on, like, family days to Renfest. It's a lot of dressing up. We personally don't dress up, but there are people that do. If you don't go on family days, it gets a little spicy. I think, did somebody used to wear, I don't, you wore a Renaissance dress. I've never dressed up. Funny story, my sister Rika, oh my goodness, this was the first time they'd ever been to a Renaissance festival. And I don't know if you know what a Renfest is, but one of the events they have there is a jousting tournament, right? And you go, and based on where you sit, that's who you're like voting for. It's similar to the jousting in medieval times, except you don't eat while you're there unless you bring food, but they don't provide you food. You have to, buy your own food from concessions or whatever. And we're sitting there, and Rika legit thinks that this jousting tournament is real. She's like, every time they, the people are dead on the ground because they've been impaled by the little jousting sticks, she thinks they're hurt, dying, whatever. She's like, the horses are running crazy. She does not know that it is a show. And then at the end of it, whoever is announcing goes, okay, thank you for watching, everybody. And they'd start to do their cast bows. And Rika sits there, and she's sitting between me and my mom, and she goes, I thought they were dead. What is happening? Why are they getting up? They were dead. They're hurt. She had no idea that, it wasn't real. And she was so disappointed after that. That's another thing. Teresa, you said eat a big turkey leg. Rika and Mikkel are not allowed to have turkey legs. I say not allowed loosely because there was one time we were at Disney. They were probably, I was a freshman, so I was like 14 or 15, so they were probably like 8, 9, 10, maybe 8 or 9. And they both get a turkey leg, and there is no good way to eat a turkey leg. But Rika and Mikkel were gnawing on it like Neanderthals or something, like they were some kind of animal. There was juice and grease all over their face, all over their arms, and they would go, oh, do you want this? And I'm just sitting there with all the spit and stuff all over them and all over the turkey leg. I'm like, no thanks. No thanks. So, no turkey legs around Rika and Mikkel. I did have my first ever, like, game meet at a Renaissance festival. I think I tried alligator on a stick, and it was really good. It tasted like chicken, a little gamier, but it tasted like chicken. I've also had the best lemonade of my life at a Renaissance festival, and the best crepes. The only way to eat a turkey leg. Ugh. It's just so gross. I have this really cute picture of me from when I was little. I was sunburnt, so my cheeks were red. And then every time I go, I get a flower crown. That's just what I do. I had this really cute flower crown, and I was really little. I was probably like 6. And my hair was down and curly, and my freckles were very, very prominent when I was little. They weren't all over my face. They were just on my cheeks. And they didn't like blend together more. They were very prominent. And I had chocolate strawberries on a stick, and I was like smiling, but I had them like over my mouth. That my mom took a picture of me doing that. And so every time I go back to the Renaissance, I recreate that picture with a different flower crown and with the strawberries on a stick. It's my little tradition when we go there. I also had my best burger of my life. I have had it from the Renaissance Festival. It's called the Royal Burger. Absolutely fabulous. I watched a guy swallow a sword. I don't know how he did it, but didn't have a sec. I know. So Crystal Nove says, can you imagine how life was back then and everybody like didn't have a second thought of how you eat? And no, it's crazy. I've never been to medieval times either, but they say at medieval times you don't get silverware. And you just like eat with your hands. And to me, that is so taboo. It's like, I can't, I mean, there are foods that we eat with our hands, right? Like I do not eat a burger or pizza. I used to with a fork. When I had braces, I would cut my pizza into little pieces and dip it in ranch. I do not do that anymore. But there are some foods you eat with your hands. Fajitas, you eat with your hands. Tacos, you eat with your hands. But I could not imagine. I just even making me hungry. Sorry, Teresa. I'm hungry too. I want a burger now, and I'm not normally a burger person, but now I really want one, really badly. Burgers and fries. There is a food truck up the road from the sanctuary that has a really good burger. I really want a burger now. I want like something. Like, I truly want a greasy burger with some onions and some pickles. Chicken and corn and baked potatoes. Oh, I read baked potatoes and I was thinking mashed potatoes. And I was going, you eat mashed potatoes with your hands? Subway. Ooh. I love Subway. Ooh, Jersey Mike's. I don't think I could convince Ellie to go to Jersey Mike's over Subway. Depends on which Walmart we go to, of what I get to eat today. If we go to the Cleveland Walmart, we'll probably eat China One. or McDonald's, because that's what's closest. I want pizza. Let's be real here. I want pizza. That's what I want. I want Domino's pizza, the regular hand-tossed breading with onions on the pizza. Cheese pizza with onions on it. That is my go-to. That is what I want so badly. Oh, now I'm hungry. That I don't have Subway or pizza here. Ooh, but margarita pizza sounds good too. Sorry, y'all. I just got you hungry. Now I'm hungry. Man. It's sad. Mongolian grill. Was it good? I love China One, but Ellie told me the other day, ooh, chicken Alfredo. Cool. Ellie told me the other day, he goes, I love China One, but I'm starting to get, like, bored of it. Like, whoa, Teresa. 20 steps back. You put pineapple on your pizza? What? What? Pineapple? I can understand ham and bacon, okay? I can level with you there. That's like meat on your pizza. That's fine. Not my favorite. Pineapple on your pizza. I'm sorry. I cannot get on board with that. Okay. I have had grilled pineapple on a burger before, and that was phenomenal. But I cannot get on board with it on a pizza. I just can't. It like interferes with the cheese and the it just isn't right. It's just not right. I feel like I'm in the minority now of not liking pineapple on pizza. I don't know. I'm pretty basic when pizza is just an open burger with cheese. Okay. I wouldn't put, here's the thing though. I would not put pickles or ketchup on my pizza. So pizza can't just be a burger. I have tried it. It's just not good to me. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. The flavors clash to me. I will say though, I'll put spinach on pizza, but that's not weird. I'll get like Alfredo cheese pizza and put spinach on it. But I do agree. Pineapples are good on burgers. I will agree with that, but it has to be grilled pineapple. Cheese pizza with just onions. Yes, ma'am. You know it. Yes, Julie, we've got a team. Oh, anchovies. Y'all are very experimental with your pizzas. 9 times out of 10, it's light sauce, cheese, and onions. If I'm feeling a little crazy, I'll get like a thin crust with spinach and Alfredo sauce. But that's really like the full extent of where I'm gonna go. That's really that's it. Tried anchovies one time last time. Ugh. I don't even fully know what an anchovy is, and I really don't want to know. Barbecue chicken pizza is probably good. Meat lovers pizza is good. I don't normally go for a meat lovers, but if you know the little party pizzas, I will get a salty fish. Ooh, so is it like sardines? Anchovies? It's like sardines then, right? Taco pizza. What else is good? What else have I had on pizza? There's something I did recently. A lot saltier. Oh, grody. I do like calzones too. I know calzones is just like, it's pretty much pizza. I do like a good calzone too. I'm very picky about, ooh, I'll put peppers on my pizza too. But it has to be like bell peppers. Not anything crazy. Oh, I would put jalapenos on a pizza too. Bathed in salt. Oh. So, I'm not a fish person, period, so. Mushrooms, I do not like mushrooms. I'm not a mushroom gal. I just cannot. I think it's a texture thing for me, honestly. Texture. But give me some onions. Oh, I love onions. I love onions. And pickles, but not on pizza. I do love pickles. Love pickles, man. Pickles now. Barbecue chicken pizza. Ooh, yummy. I think I'm gonna do crock pot chicken for dinner tonight. Onions like an apple? I love onions, but not that much. Not that much. That's crazy. Did it not burn? I always call it heart attack pies. They're so greasy. They are. I'm not picky about my onions. Put onions in a salad, put onions on the burger, macaroni and cheese pizza. See, that's where I dip. I do not like bread and butter pickles. I am a pickle snob, okay? And I only like dill pickles. I'm a pickle snob, and my preference of pickles is hamburger chip pickles. Fried onion and butter. There was something I tried recently that I thought y'all would think is gross, but I cannot. Oh no, I wanted to ask y'all, all of y'all that said that you don't like spinach, do y'all like spinach artichoke dip? Because I love me some spinach artichoke dip, and that is what I'm craving right now. Because I won't eat spinach on its own, but I will eat spinach on a pizza, and I will eat spinach artichoke dip. That sounds phenomenal right now with like pita chips. No dill. Wow. Anyone ever tried a blooming onion? Love a blooming onion. I don't like fresh spinach. You know what? You could put it on a sandwich and I probably wouldn't notice it. So you could probably throw some on a sandwich and it wouldn't bother me. You like the dip? You have spinach artichoke dip right now. So jealous. Y'all have got some y'all got food that I want. Fresh spinach but not cooked. Okay, here's the real question. How about crab meat? Ooh, I'm not a big crab meat person. I just lost my train of thought. What did I see that made me think of it? Spinach, fresh. Oh, okay. How do we feel about Brussels sprouts? I love them if you put enough salt on them, but they stink, so I do not want to eat them, but I do like Brussels sprouts. I do like Brussels sprouts, but I don't cook them. I also really love asparagus. I love asparagus, and I actually got Ali to try it, and he liked it. So I think if he likes asparagus, maybe I can get him to eat green beans too. Because if he likes asparagus, I'll start cooking a lot more asparagus. And my favorite part, I think it has to be everybody's favorite part, is the little tip with the little like fringy bits that are crunchy if they're cooked right. Love them so much. My only gripe with them is that it's the way it makes your pee smell. Your raspberry. I use the leaves and dried raspberries. So here's my thing. I know that teas can be like really good and cleansing for you, but I do not like the tea taste. I love raspberries. I have some fresh raspberries I got in the fridge. Love Brussels sprouts and butter. Asparagus and I do not like broccoli. I'm that typical kid that didn't like broccoli. Man, y'all got me really hungry now. Teresa, you don't like asparagus? It is, I will say, it is an acquired. I feel like it's a little more acquired. Okay, Nancy, try green tea. I don't know if you were here in the beginning, but I did get a matcha green tea latte from Starbucks. yesterday, and it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I got it iced, too. That probably would help to know I got it iced. Hi, Faith in Humanity. So, y'all are probably going to think this is crazy, but caffeine does not affect me at all. I saw some people that said, like, having soda in the morning. I saw that earlier, that someone said, like, having Dr. Pepper in the morning is probably not the best because of all the caffeine. But coffee, anything with caffeine, does not affect me. The sugar does not affect me at all. I've been drinking Coke for a while. Probably not good, let's be honest, but the caffeine in coffee, like, I cannot get a coffee to stay up, you know? Like, a coffee to stay up doesn't affect me. Sorry, I just saw a bird fly by. Can't handle roasting Brussels sprouts tossed with olive oil. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. But yeah, I don't feel like I need, like, I just don't, now, I don't crash when I have a bunch of sugar or anything. Like, even eating candy, I know that there are some people that will eat candy and it, like, will drive them up the wall. Like, I know kids, too, getting sugar, it'll drive them up the wall. That never used to be the thing for me. Like, that's never been an issue for me. It's still not an issue. I'll drink a Coke before I go to bed, you know, I could drink a coffee before I go to bed. The only issue with coffee is if it's got dairy in it, and I'm not a bitter coffee person, so of course I need to have milk in it. I have tried my normal, I get a iced vanilla latte at Starbucks. That's my normal order. And I add more vanilla to it. Probably more vanilla than I need, but hey, I don't like the bitter taste of espresso. But, I just lost my train of thought again. I sub out milk and I get oat milk in my coffee. And that has been really good. But I just don't do a whole lot of coffee because I feel like it cleans you out, if you know what I mean. I don't know if y'all have had that same experience, but I feel like it cleans me out. Similar to how asparagus will do you. The very first time I had asparagus was my freshman year of college. I went out to dinner with, no, I got one of those H-E-B ready meals, and it was a steak, and it had asparagus with it, and I just wanted the steak, but, my roommate was like, just try the asparagus, it's not bad. I'd never had, yes, coffee makes your pee smell like coffee. Thank you, I'm glad I'm not the only one. But I'd never had asparagus before, and I did not know what asparagus does to you, so I ate them all. And then about 2 hours later, you know, I go to the bathroom, it's like 10 o'clock at night, and I call my mom, freshman year of college, you know, full on 18 years old and an adult. I call my mom bawling on the toilet, telling her that I have to go to the hospital because my pee smells rancid. And she's like, Megan, what'd you have for dinner? I was like, I just had some steak and vegetables. She's like, what did you have? Well, I didn't know what they were called, so I was just like, oh, they're really long and they look like little trees. And she's like, is it asparagus? And she asked me to, like, go look it up on the internet and take a picture and send it to her. And yeah, it turns out, she's like, no, Megan, asparagus, like, there's something in it. I don't know what it is, but it, like, the smell comes out in your pee. I think it, like, flushes your kidneys or something, does it? I don't know. But there's something in it that makes the smell come out in your pee. And I was convinced that I was dying and that I needed to be rushed to the ER. And mind you, I was in College Station at the time. My mom's in Houston, and I'm freaking out. 10 o'clock at night in my bathroom, crying on the phone to my mother that I'm gonna die because my pee stinks. My pee shouldn't smell like this. But she's like, no, Megan, that's normal. You're okay. You're not gonna die. You don't need to go to the hospital. Yeah, that was my first experience with asparagus. And then I learned that it can happen with coffee too. And it didn't scare me as much then, but, you know. Ooh. You're selling me on some raspberry tea. You really are. I'm glad y'all think that we'll call them my shortcomings, or just my, like, just a little bit of ridiculousness that I have. I mean, I don't know. I'd never had it before. I didn't look at. I thought it was like similar to a green bean, you know. Yeah, that was my. Not everybody can smell it. I feel like it is so strong. We all have our issues. That's what happens when you fight your parents on branching out and trying new foods when you're younger, so they don't fight you when you're older, and then you finally try foods on your own when you're older and you think you're gonna die. Let's acknowledge it. This was pre-anxiety Megan. No, not pre-anxiety, pre-antidepressants Megan. So my anxiety was running wild, and that's why I freaked out and called my mom and said I was gonna die, because there was obviously no realistic, common sense thoughts going to my head. There was no looking it up on reading it on the internet. So yeah, that was the anxiety running wild, and shortly after that I got on my medication. So we're doing good. It's like cilantro. Some people think it tastes like soap. It's a genetic thing. That's funny. You thought you hated mushrooms. Have you tried crushed fresh berries in water? I haven't tried, like, I haven't ever, like, crushed them. I've put them in water, like, infused them, but even then I didn't think it even tasted like anything. I'm trying to think of if there's something that I did not like when I was little that I like now. Hamburger meat. I used to hate hamburger meat, so I would always want a burger from Sonic or McDonald's or whatever, and I made my mom order me a burger, like ketchup, onions, pickles, the buns, but without the burger meat. I made her do that every time. I hated hamburger meat. Can you imagine how hard it is to get a child to, like, I feel like there are so many meals that are essential with hamburger meat. Like, I would eat tacos. Blackberries is something I will not eat anymore either. I used to love blackberries, and I made myself sick eating them once. So I will not eat blackberries anymore. I used to sit and eat like a whole carton. I would sit down and eat a whole carton. I know that that is not okay anymore. I'm not a root beer person, for those that said root beer. I do not like root beer. It's just, bad experiences with root beer. I also do not like, I feel like a lot of people like Coke floats or Dr. Pepper floats and root beer floats. I've never been a fan of those. I'll have a quarter pounder with cheese. Hold a quarter pounder, exactly. I used to give my mom such a hard time. Such a hard time. I was the kid that had, like, safe foods. Like, McDonald's chicken nuggets were always a safe food for fast food. It had to be chicken nuggets. Like, I would not eat anything else. And then we went into the burger phase, which was a whole thing. I'm trying to think, what else did she cook that, like, there were lots of nights that, as I got older, you did that with fig Newtons. I wish I liked fig Newtons. They smell so good. I will never eat okra. Okay, escargot, that's snails, right? Do you have a Five Guys? We do have a Five Guys. I thought Five Guys was just like a regular burger, but expensive. I would rather, if I'm gonna go somewhere for a burger, hold the salad. Oh my gosh. Hold the salad. I feel like I feel like I need to go to the drive-thru. And I love, I want the salad on my burger, but I feel like I need to do that. Oh, cherries. I have cherries in the fridge right now, and they are phenomenal. Phenomenal. I love cherries. I love fruit. Here lately, with it being hot, my body has been craving fruits. I love okra as well, but I will only eat okra fried. Fried okra. I feel like that's a southern statement. Love fried okra. Weird texture, but I kind of love it. Okra's good. I could never get Ellie to eat okra. The texture would be too weird for him. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't think Five Guys was all that amazing. Like I said, if I'm going to get a burger, I'm going to go to a place called Big City Wings. That's local to us. I don't know if they have other ones, but they have a few here in our general area. I'll go to Big City Wings, Smash Burger, or In-N-Out. Those are 3 places that I will go to get like fast food burgers per se. Homemade burgers are obviously the best. And a lot of the time, I'll put ranch on my burger. How do we feel about ranch? I love ranch, and Ellie thinks it's disgusting that I will put ranch on just about anything. There's a sandwich that I used to make when I was younger. When we would go to the water park, I call it like the water park sandwich. It'd be, 2 pieces of bread, turkey, cheese, Lay's chips, then you crush it and you put ranch on top. Chocolate covered grasshoppers. What did it taste like? What did the grasshopper taste like is what I want to know. I could never. The texture, no. And knowing that it's a bug. Ranch. Culver's has grilled cheese. Ooh, I want Culver's. I wonder if I can talk Ellie into getting Culver's. Like a crunchy nut? Did it taste like earthy? Because, it's a grasshopper. I mean, I'm glad you like it, Crystal, but I couldn't get past the fact that it's a grasshopper, Did the chocolate mask the taste? Somebody asked what okra is. It's a vegetable, right? Girl. I'm like a little appalled with the whole bug thing. I understand that there are like some cultures. Bologna with chips. Grape jelly. No to bugs. Yeah, no to bugs. I've definitely ate a fly before, and that wasn't intentional. I didn't crunch it. It went straight down my throat. That was not intentional, but that's the only bug I've ate. Okra is nasty. I love it. It's so crunchy and so good. Only cheese goes with bologna. I don't like bologna. I feel like it's a little too salty for me. So it's like a nut. Gotcha. Okay, here's the question of the day. How do we feel? Now, some of y'all might not know what this is. How do we feel about boudin? And if you don't know what boudin is, it's real interesting. But I'm a boudin girl. I love boudin. Light a burner, put a slice of bologna on the burner. We love boudin. Boudin's good. You don't know what it is? here's the thing about boudin. I think once you hear what it is, I think you won't. Boudin is not a fruit. Boudin is meat, right? Do we consider it meat? Can somebody explain what boudin is? But if you've never had boudin and you're wanting to try it, once you hear what it is, you probably won't want it anymore. I had Ali try it and he liked it, and then after I told him what it was, he didn't want it anymore. It's not just sausage, so I don't want to say like what it is without like fully knowing. It is Cajun. It's really good. I like spicy boudin. Let's see if I can find my computer because I can't do this on my phone. Fried blood pudding. Ooh. Where did I put my computer? Yeah, y'all should somebody Google it because I don't have my computer on me. Hold on. I'm gonna grab it. And boudin doesn't even look like it's spelled like it sounds. It looks like it's boudin. Boudin. Okay. Is it like chitlins? What is a chitlin? Chitlines? Chitlin? What is a chitlin? It's like a... chitlin is like a child. We call him a chitlin. Just tuned into what we're talking about. I'm talking about boudin. I'm going to look up the correct, like... brawn meat and gelatin. That's a chitlin? Is that what a chitlin is? Chitlin is fried pork skin. Aren't those? Pork skins. Pork rinds. Pork rinds. Oh. 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 That's... Okay. Hold on. Pork intestines. Well, okay. Boudin is officially is cooked sausage made from pork meat and rice plus various vegetables and seasoning, and all stuffed into a natural pork casing. So the filling is essentially dirty rice, a pork dirty rice, if you know what dirty rice is. And they stuff it like the stuffing of the boudin. So it's essentially a sausage with dirty rice in it, and the stuffing is pig intestines, and they twist it into links and then they cook it and cut it. But that's why a lot of people don't like it, because it's like, it's good, and you don't even taste the lining. But Ellie, after I told him, he didn't like it because it was a little spicy. Chitlins is small. There's some lines that I won't cross, but I will eat the pig intestines on the boudin. My sister Rika loves boudin, but she will not eat the lining. Hot dogs are gross too. I do not like hot dogs, but my sister will take the casing off and eat the dirty rice on the inside and the meat. She won't eat the casing. Oh my, I had hay in my hair. I also like there's a lot of, since we're Southern, there's a lot of, they use the intestines as the casings. Yeah. Yep. Precisely. But it's so thin, you don't even taste it. I think it's, you won't eat on a brat, you won't eat the casing. I don't think you can taste it. And here's the thing, because most of the time the boudin is so spicy. I like a spicy boudin. Mostly what you taste is the Cajun spicing, you know? And everything else is just kind of a texture. But I would not eat the casing on its own. I'll put it that way. Yeah. But we have a lot of donut shops here that do boudin kolaches. And they're so good. So, like, the boudin is in the middle of the kolache. Don't eat the dark soup. Okay. Okay, don't eat the dark soup. Don't eat the dark soup. Lordy be. You know what I want, y'all, right now? I want fried pickles and ranch. Fried dill pickles and ranch. Take the casing off, then make fried boudin balls. I have never actually had a fried boudin ball in my life, and I would really love to experience that, but I've always just gotten regular boudin. Regular old boudin. And I've dipped it in pickled beef tongue. What does it taste like? Beef tongue. I just don't think you could put anything that's like pickled per se. The only thing pickled. Ooh. The only thing pickled I'll eat is actual pickles, right? Because pickles are just cucumbers that are pickled. But like, Buddy and Steph had me try that pickled watermelon rind. No. No. That was so wrong on so many levels. I swallowed it because I wasn't going to spit it out on camera. It was the most awful thing. I don't like anything that's been pickled other than pickles. I'm not an oyster person either. I can't. Ranch. Is it salad dressing or mayonnaise? I know ranch is made with mayonnaise, but I hate mayonnaise on its own. Pickled pig's feet? You can do that? Like, you just gnaw on a pig's foot. There's like bones in there. How is there even meat on their feet? This is how you can tell I'm not a cultured eater. That's how you can tell. Pickled pig's feet. How? How? That's like when people say they've ate boudin also is liver, yeah. Chicken feet. Chicken feet, they're called something. But people say they eat those, and I'm like, how do you eat those? How do you eat it? There's no meat there. You're eating a chicken's foot, and I physically don't understand it. They sell them at our Walmart, and I figured you just put them in like a broth or something to get the taste from it, but I've heard actual people say they eat it. How are y'all eating? How can somebody please explain to me how y'all eat the pig's feet? Like, is there bones in it? Is there meat on it? How? How? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Blue cheese dressing. Oof. How do you eat chicken feet? They have some meat on them? Is it like when you're eating a chicken wing? Like, you eat the meat around the bone? Is that how we do it? I don't understand. I do want to try, so people have said, what is it? Frog legs? I think that's a very Cajun thing, too. Tastes like chicken. I would be interested in try some frog legs. Blue cheese dressing. We were at dinner the other night, me and Ali, we were eating with his family, a graduation dinner, and I got a salad. You eat the little meat around the bone. Okay, gotcha. There we go. Thank you. Raw oyster. Ooh. Ooh. That's exactly why I can't do oysters, is the sliding and the mushy gushiness. Squirrel eggs. Is it gamey? Crab claws are good. I like a crab claw. can them and peeled before I can eat around the bones. Check the Chinese buffet in Livingston. They might have frog legs. You know, we have the Chinese buffet in Cleveland, and they have had crawfish. And they were tiny. And I love crawfish. I think it's a lot of work for a little bit of meat. So that's why I won't eat it. Like, a lot. And it's expensive, too. But at this buffet, you know, I was like, it's a buffet. I have to try their crawfish. I will never again eat crawfish from a Chinese buffet. That was a very, very sad mistake on my part. It stunk. That should have been my first indication not to eat it. And I'm going to put it this way. It had me in the bathroom for a good while later. So I don't think it was quality crawfish, especially with how small they were. So I'm really hesitant on what I will try at a Chinese buffet. Ellie gets, I think it's salmon from our Chinese buffet. He says it's great. There is no way that it is fresh. He also doesn't like fresh salmon. So I don't know. He's a weird eater too. Have you had octopus? Have you tried octopus? I've tried. Oh, what do we eat? What is it? It's squid. Calamari. Calamari is so good. But I don't think my papa has had octopus, and he says that they leave the little fried octopus. He says that they leave the, what are they? The little suction cups on them. I like sushi too. Yes, I'm still alive. I'm here. I only like certain sushis though, and I want imitation crab. All the way. I have to. And it has to have the crunchy onions on it. But I do not like avocado in my sushi roll. It has to be cucumber. Like 100% has to be cucumber. I've had... Ooh, your fish comes straight from the ocean. See, Ellie would not eat those. He would not. I do not think he likes... I don't think he likes it to be so... I'm going to say fishy. I don't know. He's not a big, like, fresh fish fan. I don't know. I don't know. He hasn't been eating shrimp a lot lately either. I think he's waking up. I can't tell. You've never had a crab cake. I haven't had a crab cake. I'm still not fully aware what a crab cake is. Okay, there is something, and I want to know if y'all have ever had it. At our Chinese buffet, they call them Chinese custard. That's literally what it's called, is Chinese custard. And it's like a little cake inside a wonton. And it is so good. I had never heard of them before until we went there. And one day I saw it and I was like, you know what? This looks good. And I tried it. And now I cannot get enough of them. I will make myself sick on them. And there was one time we went to China One, and honestly, I got 2 pieces of watermelon, big pieces, like 2 slices of watermelon, and like 3 of those little Chinese custards, and that was all I ate that day from China One. They're that good. They're so good. So good. But I don't know, like, what they're really called. Very allergic. Calamari's good. Calamari is so good. I love calamari. I don't like... So we've gone to Shogun's before, which is... I don't know if y'all know what Shogun is. It's like a Japanese, Chinese hibachi grill. And we ordered calamari, but we didn't specify that we wanted it fried. I assumed that's how it come, and they gave us, like, grilled calamari. That I was not a fan of. Sweet barbecue. Ooh, baked into a sweetbread. That sounds good. That sounds good. Man, y'all got me so hungry. And here's the thing, I want like things from different restaurants. That's when you know you've got a problem. When you want a burger, but you also want like shrimp. That's when you got a problem. That's when we got problems. Fresh fish and chips in 30 minutes. When you do fish and chips, is it cod? Or is it only cod normally? I only like fried calamari too. Olive Garden does a good fried calamari. Oh, I love calamari. Oh, I could go for some calamari right now. Y'all. And I got things to do. I can't eat right now. I'm about to go out into the heat. If I eat, I'm gonna like puke. I wish I liked catfish too. That's one thing that I used to love when I was younger. Cod is most reasonable. Living in a small town means you need to learn how to cook. You are right. We're gonna try, what is it? I'm gonna try crock pot chicken tonight. We'll see how that goes. I've never used a crock pot. I've heard it's insanely easy. I found a recipe. I think it said I just need, the only thing I don't have is chicken broth. But I can't imagine like how, like you just pour chicken, like I know it said you like season your chicken and all that, but then you like pour a little bit of chicken broth into the crock pot and then you put the chicken in there. Like, I'm gonna have to look at the recipe again. I glanced at it, but I crock pot hot wings. Everybody on here has told me, whoa, Teresa, we gotta back up again. Medium rare. Wait, no, that's not what I thought. No, medium rare is fine. Medium rare is not bad. I was thinking just, I don't know what, I saw medium, but I didn't process it, and I only processed a rare steak. Lisa, I have no idea what word that was. I have no idea what that word was, what it means, what it is. Okay, so in my burgers, I would prefer more well done, but in my steaks, I prefer medium. Or medium well. I want it a little bit pink. I don't want it tough. What is that? I'm reading it as blue. Blue? What is bouillon? Is that how you say it? Bouillon? Bouillon cubes? It's a dried cube that seasons your soup. Well, let's look this up. I think I've heard of that. Let's see. Boulla. No internet. That's not right. I'm on my phone. I'm live, so there is internet. You would like medium plus, above, medium, below well. Oh. Is a stock cube or broth cube is dehydrated broth or stock formed in a small cube. So then you just throw it in there and it like, I've never seen this. It says we have them at Walmart. I was just going to get some chicken broth. What did somebody else said? Somebody else said something else that I was going to look up. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Yeah, blue steak. That's what I was going to look up. Blue steak. Is it like really blue? What? How? What? So blue comes before rare. So like the cow is still mooing, practically. Sorry, that might have been very seared on the outside, completely red. How is that okay? How is that like? It has to be cooked. I'm looking at this. I am looking at the steak chart. Like, I'm looking at the degrees of cooking, and I cannot get on to rare because there's too much pink. I'm a medium. Excuse me. I am a medium person. I could do medium rare. Not my favorite. It says blue rare is seared on the outside, completely red throughout. Is that okay? How do you not get sick? It's a little scary looking, I'm not gonna lie. It's like really bloody. Like, it's really bloody. Like, I have never heard of blue rare. It's really pink. It's really pink. Anytime I'm with somebody who gets it, my papa will eat a rare steak, and every time he does that, I tell him, I'm like, you practically are getting it mooing. Like, it's still mooing. I'm really perplexed about this blue steak, y'all. What do you know? Egg noodles. I really want to try egg noodles. Blue steak. I'm not gonna say it looks blue, but on some of these charts it does look a little. Wow. Rare. Yes, yeah, it's mooing. It's mooing. It's mooing. It's mooing. I don't know, some of these steaks look good though. Yeah, medium or medium well as blue just touched the grill. Still pink, but not a lot of blood. So you're probably like rare then. Hi, Ricardo. Can you please explain to me the story? I see that you keep saying Ricardo and the Five Guys. Can you please explain to me what happened? Because I feel like I remember what happened, but I don't, I cannot for the life of me remember what happened. I know it had something to do with a live, but it wasn't my live. So I feel like I don't remember. Oh, Lord, now I've got recipe ideas popping up in my Google telling me. What's going on? Oh, Lordy. Y'all, the sun is, like, beating down. Use water. I'm assuming you're talking about the crock pot cooking. I'm gonna be real honest. I need to pull the chicken out of the freezer to thaw after I end this live. I need to do that. Am I okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm losing my train of thought and I'm starting to get tired again. And I know that I need to end this live soon because I need to go out and build Rocky's pen, and I really just don't want to go outside yet, but I really need to get Rocky's pen done. I need to record some videos, check on all the animals again in the heat, water some friends down. Yeah, lots of stuff. Lots of stuff to do. And take the chicken out of the freezer. Take the chicken out of the freezer. Okay, I remember there were a lot of people that were being a problem. I remember now, Ricardo. I remember. Yeah, people were being jerks. Rocky from Longhorn Lester's. Rocky is coming over here. Sorry, I've got like 1,000 things going on. Oh, they're the Five Guys. And then 4 others. Oh. Oh, so it's Ricardo and the Five Guys. Okay, I got it. I got it. Yeah, okay. I got it. You won't have dinner. If your chicken is still frozen and you use a crock pot, you won't have dinner until after 11 tonight. That is the perfect time. I don't think y'all understand. Me and Ellie don't eat dinner until 10 or 11 o'clock. Yes, I was in Lester's video with the horse. Hey, but that's good. Can't you thaw chicken in the microwave too if it's really a problem? I've thawed meat in the microwave before. But 11 o'clock would be like prime time. Prime time cooking. Yes, on defrost. I'm just going to pull it out and let it defrost and see where it's at, because I probably won't start cooking. I found one that said that be done in 4 to 6. Thawed chicken overnight in the refrigerator. Here's the thing, I didn't think of this. Actually, I don't know. Am I going to want chicken tonight? I'll either do that or I'm either going to do the chicken tonight or do hamburger helper tonight. Maybe I'll let the chicken thaw tonight and do hamburger helper for Ellie, and then I'll cook myself like some freezer food because I don't like hamburger helper. I don't know. Chicken does scare me though, because you know you can get sick from chicken. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to give it overnight to, you can soak it in water. I think I'm going to give it overnight to thaw. Just press one button. I've done hamburger meat in our microwave to thaw it and put it in the fridge to thaw. That's what I'm going to do, and then I'll probably just cook it tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll give y'all an update in a video if I remember. That's the thing. If I remember. But y'all, we have been on this live, we're probably about an hour and a half, right? That's what you thought, all meat in the refrigerator. Yeah, I tend to, but sometimes I forget to take it out, and then I'm like, well, what are we gonna have for dinner tonight? And especially if I promise Ellie like tacos or something that requires hamburger meat, I can't just be like, oh, now you're having freezer food because I forgot to thaw the meat out, because I got so much going on. Sometimes I forget to pull the meat, and I have the meat stashed in the back of the fridge. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out now. All meals are HelloFresh now. Okay, I looked into HelloFresh and we have not. I don't think we're gonna get HelloFresh. I saw another one that I liked, but I am gonna look into the other one. I cannot remember what, I think it's like called Flavor 5 or something like that. I'm gonna look into that one, but I did not like the look of HelloFresh when I realized they send you all the ingredients and you have to prepare. That's exactly what I'm trying to avoid. I want like meal prep style. So yeah, prepare meals at HEB are good. They really are. Alright, y'all, well, I'm gonna go outside and build Rocky his run so he can get over here in the next couple days. Yeah, thank y'all for joining my live. Sorry I wasn't on last night, but made it up today. I hope y'all had an amazing time, and I hope you have an even better day, and I will catch you next time with another live. Bye, friends.